Well, we're gonna make some KFC chicken. So I searched on the web and I finally found a guy who he did KFC commercials. He was like one of the people that helped put together all the KFC commercials for like 25 years. Well, he was on a quest to make genuine KFC chicken. So he found two different people that were involved with KFC for a long time. One guy, he was he had a chain of KFCs in Canada. So when Colonel Sanders had sold the chain, I guess, in the United States, he could still do stuff in Canada and around the world. So anyway, that guy knew Colonel Sanders, and he had made chicken and everything. Had restaurants. So he gave this guy the list of all the ingredients for the chicken, but he wouldn't give the proportions. He had to keep something back. And then this guy, he met this guy who was from Ireland, who had a chain of KFCs. Well, they were chicken places, but they had the recipe that Colonel Sanders had given him. He wanted to make KFC chicken in Ireland back in the day. So Colonel Sanders was a good man, and anyway, he let this guy make chicken, so he had given him the recipe and everything. So anyway, he had given this guy all the ingredients, but again, he wouldn't give the proportions. So this guy compared both those two individuals, their recipes, and they were identical with the exception of one ingredient. There was a slight difference. One was summer savory and the other one was allspice mix. So anyway, I had purchased all these spices, got the flour, and I got one of these pressure cookers. Now, modern day pressure cookers, they'll tell you you're only supposed to use it with water, but I watched another guy who was like an expert in making chicken, pressure frying it, and he said this particular model of pressure cooker that I got is from Spain. It's all stainless steel, has all metal, and it can do fine for it. Now there are actually, it's called chicken in a bucket. They're pressure cookers back in the day, like in the 60s and 70s, that you can still get on eBay. And I was originally going to get one of those. This guy said you can get those, but they don't cook at quite the pressure that these newer ones will do, or an industrial cooker. So I went ahead and originally on eBay I found one, and I wanted a small one, a 4-quart. I purchased it, or at least, did the purchase on eBay, but then I went back and this guy, I watched the rest of this guy's video, and he was talking about this one, which is, go on. Well, the other half is inside, I have to get it. So I decided to cancel the other purchase, and I got this purchase. So we're going to go with this one. So we're waiting for the oil to get boiling, and then we're going to put the chicken inside, and we're going to put it in for 2 minutes while it's boiling, and kind of flip it and stuff to brown it. Then we're going to put the cover on, and then we're going to cook it for 9 minutes, and then we're going to release the pressure, and we're going to take it out. So that right now is the plan. All right, so we'll tell you how it goes. All right, so we got the chicken in here right now. So we've been about 5 minutes. So like I said, the first 2 minutes I had it with the cover off, and I kind of flipped it. This is my first attempt around. I think I'm not going to be flipping around anymore because I kind of damaged the coating a little bit. We'll see how it comes out. All right, so we're at about the 12-13 minute mark here. Going to give it another minute or so, and then we'll take it off. Steam coming out there. Let's see how this chicken came out. All right. Well, it's my first batch came out. I do not know why all the crust came off. I don't know if it's just because these were big pieces. I don't know. but it tastes pretty good. I was going to light my barbecue to keep everything warm, and I realized that when I was working in the backyard here, I got a new fence, that I knocked the earthquake valve, or else there's a little earthquake. We've been having stuff like that. So my daughter and I, we went and reset the earthquake valve. I taught her how to do it. So we've been had to go and reset it right now. But yeah, I've got a natural gas hooked up to my Weber here. I got a special one that's designed for natural gas. So I hard plumbed it in for the natural gas, and works really good. But it just went on and went out, so I knew that the valve had gotten knocked. So we reset that. But anyway, this second set of chicken, I got to figure out what causing my breading to not stay on, because I used eggs and milk per the Colonel's original recipe. So these first set, I had kind of moved them around a little bit. This other guy was saying like 2 minutes, you kind of put them in the boiling oil and kind of move them around, then put the cover to the pressure fryer on. So this time around I did just put them in, went for about 2 minutes, and then I kind of put the cover on. I didn't move them around or anything, so maybe the breading will stay on. Anyway, it's pretty good. One thing I noticed is that I did the salt, my salt, I put too much salt in there. It's a little bit heavy on the salt, because I don't have the proportions right. But one of the order that they had given this guy, both these guys, meaning that the first ones in line were the larger quantities, and then as you go down to like how do you pronounce it, majorum, and some of the other ones, sage, some of these others, that you'd be a lot smaller amounts. So yeah, we're going to tweak the recipe. But these things are massive chicken legs I got here at Cardina's. Usually the chicken legs I get at I don't know, Lucky's or Safeway or Food Max, or they're small chicken legs. So these are like small turkey legs, but they're chicken legs. They're huge. These things are gigantic. They're prehistoric chickens. All right, so this time around, I think I didn't have the temperature high enough, and that's what was causing my problems. Now it's like I got the temperature high enough. Now it's still doing what's supposed to be doing, spinning. So yeah, hopefully this batch will be a lot better. Let's see what happens. So I'm really curious to see how this chicken comes out this time. Nothing like cooking fried chicken with hot boiling oil on a Coleman white gas stove, using a white gas light with a natural gas barbecue. The American way.